This is Secret America.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Jack Danger along with Jay Gatling. And as you can see, we have the fresh gear, got the Secret America hats. Look at Jay. As you can see, Jay, you're disappearing. Show them the Secret America.
I want to get the black shirt.
There's the black Secret America shirt. I got the white one on. Show them the back. Yeah. Look at that. Right. Put it up a little closer to the camera so they can see it. There you go. Look at that. Look at those two handsome devils right there. That is the Secret America shirt and hat that we're wearing. Thanks to Kara. Okay. Kara actually made these shirts. She embroidered the hat. Like, they got the flag, you got the hat, and then you got USA on the side. You can't really see it because of you can see it on Jay's right there. You got the flag on the side, USA on the other side. And then, you got the cool stuff on the back of the shirt. Secret America has the website and the time. It's just really cool. So thanks to Kara, StormyBot K, she goes by, at Karamar111 on X. She is awesome. She gave us this gear. She made it, literally made it. This was just a regular white shirt and a black hat. She made this shit, and then she sent it to us. So thank you, Kara. We really appreciate that. Give her a follow. She's awesome. Kara, StormyBot K, at Karamar111. Absolutely awesome. She's one of our great fans like Deb and, Hickser and Raina and all these other people that are just so great fans. We really appreciate that. So thank you. Thank you very much, Kara. Just wanted to get that out of the way.
Yeah, Jack, why don't you put Kara's handle in the chat so people can give her a follow?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's not a good idea. All right. Did he catch that? He didn't catch that.
I did. Not a good idea. I caught it.
Oh God. Yeah, actually
I caught it. I just chose to ignore it. Go ahead.
Tell you what, why don't you put it in there? Because I got to kind of direct things here. You want to put it in the chat for him?
All right. I will take care of it. Just give me a second.
Thank you very much. But yeah, no, absolutely cool. But let me show you guys our thumbnail real quick. I think you're really going to like this, okay? This is our thumbnail. And as you can see, we're at the Secret America Salon. Justice Barrett goes full liberal. And there she is. Jay is wearing the Secret America apron. You can see he's giving her the rainbow hair color. She wants to be liberal, so we're going to make her liberal. Jay's giving her the snow cone hair color. I'm about to pierce her tongue and nose. As you can see, we're both very happy about it because it's hilarious. You can see we're both smiling. So yeah, make sure, she's a liberal. There's nothing more to be said about that. We're going to talk more about that in a minute. First, though, I want to talk about our sponsor real quick, Max Associates. Guys, you have got July 4th coming up, the 250th anniversary of the United States. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. The bicentennial, the 200, was 50 years ago. You're not going to get another huge celebration for another 50 years when we hit 300 years. Now is the time to buy something to show your pride for America and show where you stand. maxassociates.etsy.com. You can go to the website. You can scan the QR code at the top right. They are the #1 place for USA Pride gifts and patriotic apparel. They have some of the best deals. They have absolutely the best deal that you'll ever get. 20% off your order and free shipping anywhere in the United States. You cannot get a better deal than that. They have anything you could possibly want. Anything you see out in the world, you can get on this website, and you can also get better stuff, but you're not going to beat the deal. maxassociates.etsy.com. Make sure you check them out. All right, Jay. So, first of all, for people that saw us giving her the hair, and the piercings, let's go ahead and show them what we did to Justice Barrett and Justice Roberts. We gave them what they wanted. Okay. I am here at the Supreme Court. I'm here with the justices right now. We've been meeting, talking about their decisions. And I told them, that it didn't go very well. They're not doing their best job. So they let us do that makeover to them, Jay. And here they are right there. See, there is Barrett and there is Roberts. We fixed them up the way they wanted to be fixed up. So as you can see, now they are very happy. They're much happier than they were. That's the full finished Amy Coney Barrett there, and the full finished Justice John Roberts that you and I did at the Secret America Salon. So there you go, world. That is the new Supreme Court.
Yeah, we did it for free.
We did do it for free. Actually, You know what? They owe us a good decision. How about that?
Yeah, well, maybe that comes tomorrow with birthright citizenship. We'll see.
Don't hold your breath.
Yeah, listen, I was 50-50 under that now.
Well, Jay, look, if they can, they don't even have to strike the whole 14th Amendment and all that other stuff. All they have to do, Jay, all they have to do is just make it to where if one of your parents are an illegal, then you are an illegal. Because if you do it to where both parents are illegals, everybody can understand that. But if you try to make it to where just one parent can be a citizen and that baby gets to be a citizen, that's not going to work, because then illegal mothers, illegal fathers are going to pay Americans to have their babies for them. You know? Oh, that American is a citizen. She's a surrogate. So still has my blood, but yet it comes out of her body. So it's an American citizen. No. You have to strike. If any of your parents, one or both, are illegals, you are an illegal.
Yeah, and it'll stop the other thing that, I mean, the Chinese have been doing forever, is taking like vacations here.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that's even worse to me. I mean, that's crazy.
The same thing, basically. It's really the same thing.
It's crazy. I mean, the whole thing. I think like when we talk about using the word citizen instead of American people, you say American citizen, and people, well, the Constitution says American people, and I go, yeah, I get it. But you know what, Jack? I think that
have you physically read it? Does it say people?
Yes, the citizen is not mentioned. If
I'm going to look into that.
Yeah, if the founders could probably go back, I mean, they got pretty much almost everything right. And thinking about it 250 years later, it's amazing that almost everything they did is still right. But I think they'd want a mulligan on that one word if they knew how this was going to be twisted and bastardized.
Tell me, give me the breakdown of it. What does it say?
Just put in 14. It says, it doesn't say citizen.
It says it uses both persons and citizens. Listen to this. Listen to this. Okay. All persons born but that's all persons born, not all citizens, but listen to what it says. All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state there wherein they reside. No state shall make any blah, 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 shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens, United States, nor shall any state deprive any person. Yeah, I must say that is a big problem. But at the time, Jay, back then, did they think people were going to pay to have babies?
No.
You know, no, you don't think about, you cannot foresee future technology and problems.
No, right. I mean, again, it's kind of the way I said, like the Second Amendment, it could work no matter what, right? Hey, back then they had muskets. Now it is what it is. Freedom of speech. Back then it was, the Pony Express and newspapers and print that you might get like 3 days
That's
or 4 days.
That's a big problem, man.
And now it's the internet.
Big problem.
It's freedom of speech. But this one word kind of throws that whole
big problem
thing into question. It throws it into question.
I did not know that. I was not aware of that word. And that word right there will allow them to keep birthright citizenship. I mean, had I known that word, you shouldn't even challenge the case. That is going to get thrown out. I'm sorry.
I'm glad we're challenging it at least, and maybe you have to, but at the same time, we'll see. Maybe something will surprise us. Listen, maybe something will surprise us tomorrow because, well, the election thing surprised us today.
Oh, that was terrible.
It surprised us.
What was that?
Well, listen, the states have the right to make their own election laws, right? Okay, that's fine. But what about federal elections? Why federal elections? That's the entire country. And the entire country decided on election day. That's the entire country. That's the
why
day.
do they get to fuck with federal elections? Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't understand why when you're talking about House representatives, senators, federal senators, federal House representatives, and the president, I don't understand why a state gets to make up how long we count those ballots for when those are people are representing the federal government. You want to do that for Spencer Pratt in Los Angeles, like they're still counting votes now? Hey, I guess that's up to the states' rights to make their own election laws. But I think this could have been kind of split and said states can make their own election laws for states, for their state elections and local and city, whatever. But when it comes to federal elections, which are senators, House reps, and the president, no, it should be one election day. The votes for those races have to be counted on that day.
So real quick, a side note, Deborah says, where's my hat and t-shirt? Deborah, these were actually given to us free by Kara. She made these and shipped these in. We're still trying to work on the logistics of the shirts and hats that anybody that wanted them, because we're not selling them to everybody for money. Just anybody that wants one, we're trying to get it to where we can get the cheapest price possible, That way, because we're not making any money on it. We're just going to try to get it to where it's the cheapest price possible. Then we're going to show you where you can buy it and all that stuff. That's what we're trying to do. But it's not easy, man, because shipping is out of this world. The shipping for everything is insanity, man. What the hell is going on with the UPS, USPS, everything? Shipping, Jay, is more expensive than if I drove the shit there.
Yeah, no, shipping's always been pretty expensive. It's always been.
But now
it cuts into your profit margins for sure.
Now it's out of this freaking world, though, man.
Yeah, well, I haven't been doing it now for a couple of years. Even
Jay,
back
that
a
shirt
couple of years was bad.
She sent 2 shirts. Oh, she sent 3 shirts, 3 hats.
Right.
That cost $23 to ship. That couldn't have been more than 1 or 2 pounds.
Yeah, that's a lot. Again, like I said, I haven't been doing it for a couple of years. I don't know. It sounds like that's absurd to me.
It's
crazy.
insanity. And Deborah, I would drive yours to you, but Florida is way too damn hot. I am from Florida, and my God, man.
Yeah, right now.
You think it's humid outside here? Jesus.
It's going to get hot here later in the week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday here, we're looking at the mid-90s.
Speaking of hot, Jay, I'm glad you brought this up. Take a listen to this. I want you to see this. The French authorities are actually blaming America. Paris officials blame Americans and their air conditioning for Europe heat wave that has killed 1,300 people. I want you to take a look at this right here. They are actually blaming Americans. They're blaming Americans and the air conditioning. When really, Jay, what kind of idiot dies from heat? Can't you just go to an air-conditioned building? What idiot dies from heat? What are you doing?
In a first world country, which France is supposed to be, I don't know. Even in New York City, when it gets like this week, they will open up, they call them cooling centers. Like for people that don't have air conditioning, they'll open up like big buildings and allow people to go into the air conditioning. They'll just have the air conditioning on for people to just go in and cool off and drink, have some water. But hey, France, why don't you guys try that?
Well, I mean, God, the New York Post and their freaking ads. My God. All right. So listen to this. It says, after U.S. tourists mocked France, which is hilarious, mocked France over the lack of air conditioning across the country. What kind of first world country doesn't have air conditioning, by the way?
That's what I'm
saying. They don't have air conditioning, Jay. They can't condition the air.
Don't you have you heard the people that are here for the World Cup? One of the things they're amazed about is that every building they go into, they're like, oh my God, it has air conditioning. I didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't know that was a thing either. But see, that's it right there, Jay. What we just said, what we're talking about, everybody out there that has a problem with America, you have no idea what it is like in other countries. You think Paris is much better? They don't have fucking air conditioning. People are dropping like flies. You do not know how good you have it in America.
Yeah.
Younger generation.
You want to know how good you have it in America? Just listen to all the people that are here for the World Cup. I don't care how good you have it.
That's perfect. They are from all over the world, and they are gobsmacked by America. They are stunned. They do not want to leave. We're probably going to have a lot of illegals overstaying their visa. They're like, we came for the World Cup. We stayed for the rest of our lives.
But Jack, if you really want to piss people off, the people from Scotland and England and France and the Scandinavian countries, you guys can stay. The other countries, you guys all got to leave. I'm kidding. I'm just being a wise ass. No, you all got to leave. I'm consistent, but I get it. And we appreciate the kind words and people speaking up and saying, wow, I can't believe the food here. I can't believe the amenities here. I can't believe these stadiums. These stadiums are incredible.
I want to say something, Jay. I want to show you this. I want to show you this, and I want to say something. Take a look at this right here. This right here, as the second, and this is a quote from the France France poll or whatever it is. As the second largest emitter of greenhouse gas emissions in the world, you bear a significant amount of responsibility for global warming and the consequences we in France are experiencing. Your cities, which are 90% air conditioned, are not unrelated to this. Listen, Jay. Okay, I want you to hear this. I want everybody to hear this. People say that putting out CO2 emissions, carbon emissions is the problem. What they don't seem to realize is the world survives and lives on CO2 and carbon emissions. Putting that out, we're actually saving the world with these greenhouse gas emissions. What the hell are you talking about?
Well, Jack, every time you breathe, aren't you emitting carbon CO2?
Yeah, but that's like the life oxygen of the world.
Right.
All the plants, all the trees, everything.
Right. I'm just going to say that. Plants and trees.
They all survive on those gases that we emit.
Isn't that photosynthesis?
That is it. No, photosynthesis. Yeah, photosynthesis is taken in the sunlight and converting it to energy.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen, France, you guys are full of crap. You're probably just
They're idiots.
President Trump backed out of the Paris Accords, not in his first term and the second term. You're pissed off about that, and you're figuring you got to blame somebody. So why not blame America? Because we're actually a real first world country. We're hanging on. We're still a real first world country. I mean, they'd like to change it, but I'm so tired of this crap. And
listen
Jack,
to this shit, man.
They're going to turn us into climate change and all the other nonsense. I'm over it.
Well, first of all, it's absolutely ridiculous. There is no such thing as global warming. That's why they changed it to climate change.
Right.
Because first it was global cooling, and then that didn't happen. So they said global warming. And then what they don't realize is the Earth has always cooled and heated a couple degrees other way. It's how it regenerates stuff. Okay. But listen to this, Jay. France has long been resistant to air conditioning. Listen to this. Only 25% of households have air conditioning in France. And you wonder why they're dropping like flies. What the hell?
As I said, even in cities like New York, where there are some people, a lot of people don't have air conditioning because they can't afford it. They open up cooling centers for people.
Yeah, but in France, only 25% of the homes have it. What is that? How is that possible?
I don't know, but you guys couldn't plan for something like this. Oh, it was never going to happen. There was never going to be a heat wave where you might have had to make some plans for people to go cool off somewhere or have some.
No sense.
I guess not. I guess not. I mean, these people are idiots. You're idiots.
So this is this is Stormy Bot K right here. She's the one that got us the shirts and the hats. She said, "Thank you guys. You are amazing. I'm glad you liked your stuff. You should. It's your faces promoting your incredible show. LOL." Thank you so much, Kara. Be sure to follow her again at Kara Mar 111. I'm gonna put it up one more time real quick for everybody to see. All right, it's at Kara Mar. Follow Kara, Stormy Bot K at Kara Mar 111. She is absolutely awesome. And thank you so much, Kara, for the stuff. Again, like we said, we really, really appreciate it. But Jay, these people are morons. I don't even want to keep talking about it because they're idiots. I mean, literally, by emitting the stuff that you emit through air conditioning and all these CO2, you are literally, those are the building blocks of life, along with oxygen and water, the building blocks of life.
Right. Well, do they have water? Maybe they don't have any water. That's our fault. The water.
Yeah, they probably don't because water causes climate change.
Yeah, that's our fault too. Yeah, that's our fault.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to show you something. Have you seen this? And everybody should be scared about this. I'm serious when I say that. This is not some kind of joke I'm going to show you guys, okay? Everybody should seriously be scared. Have you seen the Muslim patrols in New York?
I've heard about these and I've seen them.
Have you seen their police cars and their police uniforms?
They probably look a lot like the NYPD.
Why is that legal? That is impersonating an officer. But they're allowed. You know what they do, Jay? You know what they're actually doing?
Go ahead.
Listen to this. The Muslim Community Patrol and Services is what they're called. And they operate in Brooklyn, New York since 2019 using white vehicles with police lights and markings closely resembling NYPD cars labeled MCP for Muslim Community Patrol for volunteer neighborhood watch duties near mosques and schools. But listen to this. Videos and resident complaints describe isolated confrontations over alcohol or harem behavior, with claims of Muslim areas that you are not allowed to do things in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I want you to see this. That isn't, Jay, this is illegal. Why are they not being arrested? They're impersonating officers.
It's turning into a no-go zone is what it's going to turn into.
Well, let's forget all of that.
That's how it starts. I get it. But yeah, guess what?
You can't have a police car.
Jewish neighborhoods have it too.
You can't use police lights.
I agree with you. I think it's absurd.
Why aren't they being arrested?
Because the city's allowing it. That's why.
Watch this, guys. I want you to see this is what it looks like right here. And it's sickening. These guys drive around in police car. You would not know the difference if this guy got behind you, blue lighted you, and then all of a sudden, because he sees alcohol in your car, blows your head off because you're pulled over to the side of the road.
Well, they don't
Hang
have
on
guns.
1 second, Jay.
They don't have guns yet. They're not allowed to be armed yet.
I'm going to see if I can fix this.
All right.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Much better. All right. So check this out, Jay. Yeah, I want you guys to see this. All right. Where is it? Because this is unbelievable, man. When I saw this, I was shocked. I was like, They actually do. They actually have this shit. All right, here we go. This is gonna blow everybody's minds. Let me pull this off of here. All right, everybody, take a listen. Let me make sure the volume. But take a listen.
They're alarmed after seeing Muslim community patrols driving through their neighborhoods in what looked like police squad cars. One America's Pearson Sharp has the details.
New Yorkers say they're shocked after seeing Muslim patrol cars roaming their neighborhoods like police squads. These
Look at that. Look at that car.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
says
absolutely.
patrol on it.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
He's wearing a police. That is a NYPD police jacket, but it's got the Muslim badge on it.
Well, those aren't actually the jackets. They don't have the gray stripes like that. They don't.
Well, you know what I'm talking about. But
yeah,
look at
but
the car and the jacket. Look at that
The car
shit.
is enough. The car is enough. It's ridiculous. And I don't see a turret rack on top of the car. But
No.
still, what it looks like is a slick top NYPD, marked vehicle. That's what.
Yeah, this is not legal. This is impersonating an officer. First of all, you can't just patrol whatever the fuck you want in America. But apparently in New York, you can.
Muslim community patrols just began operating in Brooklyn this year, with members dressed like police officers and driving cars identical.
Look at the red and blue lights in the car right there. Look at that.
He's got
Those are police lights. You can't use that.
No, you
to
can't
police
use red.
squad cars. Even other Muslims have raised questions about the need for the patrols, with residents expressing fears this is just another form of Sharia law enforcement.
Exactly.
Area. Others denounce residents for drinking, claiming this is a Muslim area and alcohol is not permitted.
There you go. They drive around. If they see anybody drinking, smoking, whatever, they stop, turn their police lights on, and they do not announce themselves as they pretend like they're police. Oh, you can't drink on here. You can't smoke. This is an all Muslim area. And nothing is done about it, Jay. You know what this is? This is a test, just like with, you know how COVID did the lockdown test to see how far we could go? Well, Muslims are seeing how far they can push us, Jay. And apparently in New York, you can do anything you want if you're Muslim.
I would go tell them to go F themselves if they ever stopped me or tried to tell me to do anything. And this is
But this
crazy.
shit-
I'll guarantee you it is with coordination of the local precinct. I'm almost
Oh,
positive.
I guarantee it, but this is illegal.
sick.
They shouldn't be allowed to do this.
No, I agree. I don't care who it's coordinated with. It's nuts. It's absolutely
Jay,
crazy.
how would you feel if you're a Palestinian there, and they're Israeli, or if you're an Israeli there and they're whatever the opposite of whatever they are is? How would you feel if you were their enemy and this guy pulls over in a police car like they roam only Muslim area and you're in that area? You would feel like a black person back in the 1920s in a white neighborhood.
Or the opposite now. A
Yeah.
white person in a black neighborhood.
There you go. So Jay, I mean, look, you and I might tell him to go fuck himself, but the average person would feel fear that this man has some sort of power that he doesn't have, but he's pretending and forcing it like he does.
No, it's crazy. It's dress up. They're playing dress up.
It's scary, Jay, is what it is. They're pushing to see how far they can go.
I couldn't stand it when they gave traffic cops, they're not cops, traffic like officers, whatever, agents, traffic agents, the ones that just write tickets. They're not cops, they're civilians, but they gave them the same kind of looking cars as the NYPD. And it said NYPD traffic on it. I'm like, what the hell is this? They're not cops. They shouldn't be driving around the same.
And that's going to get
car.
them killed, by the way.
I totally agree. I always said, why would they even want to look like a cop? You don't even have a gun.
Get them killed one day. They don't have guns.
Auxiliary police. I always thought that about auxiliary police in New York City or wherever they work. The only difference you could tell is there's the NYPD patch, and then there's a thing up here that says auxiliary, and they have a different looking shield. But most people aren't going to know that at a glance.
No,
they're going to think you're a real cop.
This shit is scary because they're pushing you as far as they can, and nobody's pushing back.
Pushing back, suicidal empathy, Jack.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Hope says I'm concerned for people with dogs.
Hey Jay, can I show you what happens when you allow any race, not just Muslims, but any race, to do this kind of stuff and then push, and you don't push back? Can I show you what happens?
Go ahead.
All right. I'm going to show you what happens when you allow any race, not just Muslims, but any race, to push you as far as they can, and you don't push back. All right? Take a listen.
for each one person that is being killed by the taxi industry, we'll give 5 white people. For every one black person you kill, we'll give 5 white people. You kill one of us, we'll kill 5 of you. We'll kill the children, we'll kill the women, we'll kill anything that we find on our way. They kill one of us, we kill how many? They kill one of us, we kill how many? They kill one of us, we kill how many whites? We kill the children, we kill the women, we kill their dogs, we kill their cats, we kill anything that comes to.
That is what happens when you allow a community to go as far as they want without pushing back.
Is that in South Africa?
That is in South Africa, where they are slaughtering white Christians right now.
Right. And President Trump, remember when he had that guy in the Oval Office?
Oh.
And he actually, I think, cut like money to them just recently. Yeah. Just recently cut money to them. Because remember that day in the Oval Office, he says, you got to stop this. And he showed like that.
He said it's not happening.
Well, he said, the guy's like, yeah, whatever he said, he mumbled.
Trump showed him a video.
He showed him the video. He showed him the video, like the graves along the side of the road.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
So, listen, again, suicidal empathy has us where we are today. I don't have it. You don't have it. A lot of people starting to realize it. The people that still have it, they're the useful idiots that are going to be the first to go. You see it happening in the Democrat Party as we speak.
It's killing us. And you know, Jay, nobody's pushing back against the black people here in America. They're doing the same thing and nobody's pushing back. Let me show you what happens when you don't push back against another race in America. Let me show you. By the way, this is a white female.
Down!
Attempted murder.
Oh, it goes for a second.
Everybody.
Watch. Just when you think it's over, watch.
Yeah.
Hey, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
All right, cut it before we.
No, I want everybody to see that. Now, that was the end of the video. I was going to play the whole thing because if we have to see that, if that shit's happening in America, you are going to see it.
Yeah,
you are going to see it until it stops.
Everybody should see it. Problem is, certain things don't want you to see it.
Yeah, YouTube, I know.
Yeah, we know. Everybody that kicked her, that's a girl on the ground, right? You said?
White female.
Everybody that kicked or stomped on her head should be charged with attempted murder.
Yes.
Everybody.
Everybody, the person that filmed it, everybody that was around there and didn't do anything, they should all be charged. But guess what, Jay? How many people do you think were charged?
No one.
No one. Not a single person. This woman's in the hospital with a cracked skull and a swollen brain. Not a single person in trouble.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody that filmed it, it should be, I guess, aiding and abetting, or there's some charge from the movie Accused. When the people didn't stop a rape from happening, they like got charged and convicted of something. I forget what the charge was. Everybody should be charged with something like that and convicted. And everybody that stepped on her head or kicked her in the head should be charged with attempted murder. Because if you're doing that to somebody's head, you are trying to kill them.
Absolutely. And Jay, again, that's what happens when you let a certain people go unchecked. When you let them push and push and you never push back. Let me show you something else. Check this out. This is not violence, but it shows you what happens when you don't push back. Take a look at this.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Now, I'm not going to play the whole thing,
Yeah,
but you can get the idea of what's happening.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
All right. Have you ever seen a white person do that? When's the last time you saw a white person on film doing that?
I've never seen it, but if it happened, that person would be shamed and, but nobody shamed.
And there's way, Jay, listen to this. There is probably maybe 5 times or at least 4 times the amount of white people that there are black people. Yeah. I don't see any videos of 20 whites beating up a black, but I see thousands of videos of 20 blacks beating up a white.
If you did see it, there would be national outrage. And
Oh my God.
And it would be on international news. And guess what? Okay, fine. But it's got to be the same the other way.
No, see, then it would be a 24-hour news because they'd never be able to turn it off because that's all there is black on white violence every day.
Now there is. Now there is because, like you said, it's gone unchecked.
Unchecked.
And encouraged almost.
And no, it's not almost. It's encouraged. You saw the guy. He said, we're going to kill 5 white people. You saw it. For every one they touch of us, 5 of them we're going to. You saw it.
Yeah. Well, in South Africa. Listen, Jack, if these DSAs take over, that's here. You're going to see speeches like that here, like open in public forums where you're going to hear people saying the same thing.
Yeah.
And no one's going to do anything about it.
Nope. And that's Jay, right now, if Muslim people went out on a speech in front of a ton of Muslim people and said, we're going to kill the white man. Okay, we're going to take over America and kill the white man. Nobody would do a single thing about it.
They say, but here's the thing. They've been pushing it all the time with anti-Semitism. The Muslims, Louis Farrakhan, go back to them. They've been doing this for decades, and it never got checked. Now it's expanding to everybody else. So
take a look at this.
That's what I'm talking about. You have to stop this stuff and it goes for everybody. When you don't, and now it spreads like a cancer.
Oh, yeah. Take a look at this. By the way, this is Michigan. This is not Yemen.
Yeah, these are the kind of
Look
videos.
at all the youth. Look at all the youth, Jay.
These are the kind of videos you used to see on the news, but when you would used to see them on the news, like you said, it would be in Yemen or Iran or one of those countries. Now it's
Lebanon, Syria. Oh, yeah. Not an American flag in the bunch.
Why would there be?
Look at this. This is America.
Yeah, Dearborn. What the hell is this, Jack? What is Ashura? What the hell are they marching for?
I have no idea. Justice. Oh, justice. It means justice.
Marching for Ashura is justice?
Yes.
Oh, you learn something new every day.
Yeah. But my God, man. Oh my God. And there's nobody. If I had the power to stop them, they'd be stopped tomorrow. But there's nobody that has the power to stop them that is going to stop them, Jay. This is going to grow until you and I are the minority, and eventually America will be taken over. I know that might sound impossible. It might sound insane. Take a look at the cities they've already taken over. I mean, not just all the residents are Muslim. The entire city council is Muslim. We just said they just voted to allow you to slaughter goats and sheep in your backyard, Jay. That's in America.
Yeah.
Give it 20 years, Jay. 20 years.
That won't take 20 years. Like you and I disagree on the time frames for AI. Here, I think you're going too long. That won't take 20 years. That'll take 10.
And it's getting
that'll take 10. That I'm telling you right now. That'll take 10 years. And we're one election cycle away from it happening. One.
Yeah.
One
People
election
don't
cycle
realize how urgent this is, Jay. This is not some crazy conspiracy dream. This is not 1984, something that's going to happen far off in the future. They are doing it now. They've already taken over some American cities, Minneapolis, Dearborn, and all these others. You know, they've taken over some American cities. They are literally taking over our country. In 10 years, they will outnumber every other race in the country. You think they're a peaceful religion? You think, oh, they're just marching for justice? Wait until they're the majority and they're forcing you to abide by their laws. Wait until they're the majority and the Constitution gets torn up.
We're one election away, guys. We are one. The midterms are so important, but presidential wise, we are one presidential election cycle away from not being able to come back. I'm just telling you right now. So if you need something to motivate you, to get out and vote because you're not satisfied that the Save America Act hasn't passed. We're all pissed off. We talk about it every day.
This you got to.
This has to get you to get off the couch and go and vote. All right, that's your motivator. We found it here. These rise of these DSAs, these communists in the Democrat Party
is the
it's combined.
It's combined.
It's combined. This is Islam communist combination. That's what this is. Okay. If that doesn't get you off the couch to just go out and hold your nose and vote, just to keep things status quo for the time being until we make more inroads, which we have. We've made progress. You see who's been primaried out of office. Okay. If you want that to keep happening, you can't sit one out. It's not an option anymore.
Well,
because
Jay,
the other side is not optional.
let's show them. It's the Democrat Party that runs everything, and it's the Democrat Socialists. Take a look at this, guys. This is your enemy. Who is the main part of this? Who is doing all of this? Now, don't get me wrong. Islam is going to take over America, but it's the Democrat Party that's forcing everybody else to let it happen. Okay? It's the Democrat Party. Right there.
Yeah.
That's it right there. There you go.
Look at that and get out and vote because you have to. Your country depends on it. If you all right, I said this just before I came onto the show. We get pissed off about these Supreme Court cases. Like Friday, we had a good day with the Supreme Court, right? We had a very good day. Today, not so good. Not really. Not good at all.
Nope.
But at least when we're waiting for these decisions, we're kind of waiting. We're like, all right, maybe it's going to break our way. Maybe it's not going to break our way. Guess what? If you guys don't get out and vote and the Supreme Court turns over, Clarence Thomas retires, Alito retires, and a Democrat president gets to appoint their replacement, you won't have to think and be on the edge of your seat waiting for the decision to say if it's going to break our way, because there's going to be no chance for it to break our way. Zero. So I know as bad as it seems right now, where we didn't get this decision we wanted, we kind of got the decision we wanted, we got a good decision here, we're going to get a bad one. At least now you have to kind of think and wait and hope it breaks. You won't have to even wait because you know where it's going to go. It's going to go the wrong way if you don't vote.
You're absolutely right. And one of those snakes, one of the heads of the Democrat Party snakes that they're using to destroy America is the LGBTQ. And Islam is the thing that's the urgent need. Islam is taking over America. That is the most urgent warning we can give you. That is the most urgent threat against America. The most immediate is Islam. But LGBTQ is a close second. Take a look at this. All right, take a look at this. This is at the parade. An old man showing his stuff in front of kids. Look at the kids there. What? Look at the guy right there. He's naked. He's naked. There's little kid. Look at the kids right there. Look at there's a kid in a stroller.
Looking at him.
Looking right at him. His dick.
And these parents, Jack, should be arrested.
And they allow this, Jay. It's not even just the parents. Our government, the people that are supposed to protect these kids, allow this shit, man. Watch this. Watch this. Okay? This is right after the parade is over. Okay? I want you to see this.
Is this at the water fountain?
Yes. Yes, it's at the water fountain.
I saw this.
And I want people to take a... Oh, wait, I can't stand this shit, man. All right, take a look at this. I'm going to pull it up because this is something that needs to be seen, okay? Everybody needs to see this. Take a look at this. Look at the kid. Look at the little kid up there. There's a little kid up there wearing a rainbow bathing suit. Look at this. Look at the two kids right there. Look, there's more kids.
They're all over the place.
There's kids everywhere. Look at them. They're right now. Look at that. That guy's, the woman's naked right there. You know, look at the kids running around the naked people.
They're all pedophiles.
Dude, let me tell you something, Jay. Let me tell you something. Every single one of these people are pedophiles and sick, perverted people. They do this because it gets them off. They're allowed to be naked in front of people, in front of children. Exactly. Every single one of these probably have child porn on their computers right now. But guess what, Jay? America does not care anymore.
We care.
We care. The right cares. But America, the government, especially New York, doesn't care at all. They will let them dangle their dangle in front of the children. They could dangle it like that, and the kid, they wouldn't do nothing. Nothing.
Again, another reason. You guys in the middle of the country, right? They call it flyover country. That's the kind of degrading name that Democrats and the left give to you. You're
I thought it was
flyover
like the
country.
heart of America.
Right. Meanwhile, exactly. But if you don't want that coming to you, you need to vote.
It's sick.
That's it.
Sick.
The only way to stop it right now. The other option, we know what the other option is. We don't
Violence.
want that. We're not there. But
We're almost there.
we're
almost
right.
there.
There's going to be a time, where there's only one way to get out of it at some point. You know
You
that,
cannot
right?
vote Jay, if it fully gets in, we can't vote our way out of communism.
No.
You know that.
You just hope by that time they haven't completely shredded the Second Amendment and come to your house and try to take your weapons away. I mean, that's going to get real ugly. That to me, Jack, is what will start it.
That will start the Civil War. If they try to shred that, and someone is going to fire the first shot, like the shots at Fort Sumter, someone is going to fire the first shot, and that will start the Civil War. It'll be like what happened at Ruby Ridge. That will start the Civil War.
Yeah, when they start coming, if they ever do get their way, and they start coming to your house and demanding, and guys, people in flyover country ain't going to tolerate that.
No, nobody here. We're going to form our own militias if that happens.
Well, that's what the Constitution says.
Well, not if they shred the Second Amendment.
Well, no, but listen, they can try. But my point is, good luck. Good luck. Oh, and who are they going to send? They're going to send the police that they wanted to fund. These people are
not
so
Jay.
full of crap.
If it gets to that point where they shred the Second Amendment, it's because the Muslims have taken over, and they are far more violent than we are. They are willing to die in a suicide bomb vest. They don't care about death. So if they take over and shred the Constitution, they will destroy us because there's too many of them, and they don't care about death.
Yes, it's kind of like they take what is it? They take pride actually
in dying.
Right. Like you think
so
it's
Jay,
a 72 virgin thing.
They outnumber us 20-1. So if they take over America and shred the Constitution, what are we going to do? We're going to be their slaves.
Nah, not happening. I'll go down.
What are you going to do?
I'll die. I'll die fighting.
You'll have to. That's the only option.
I'll die fighting. And that's,
have to.
I still think Jack, I still think there's way more of us than there are of them.
Not by the time they take over.
Well, but that's what I'm talking. Well, they won't be able to if we actually just do the simple thing.
That's
and
the
vote.
thing. We have to stop them. But Jay, we've got the president and the Senate and the House, and we're not stopping this.
Like I said, we still have work to do in these other things. We have the right.
We don't have the time for this work.
No, we don't have the. Here's what we don't have. We don't have the luxury of taking a break. We don't have
the luxury of waiting.
Like I said, we have to keep this train rolling. We don't have the luxury of saying, in a couple of years, I hate this Republican. I'm going to wait for a couple of years. We'll let a Democrat get in and we'll wait for a couple of years for a better Republican. No, you don't have that option. What you can do is keep the bad Republican in and then try to primary him out.
Well, Jay,
that's what you do.
Forget that part for a second. Why can't Trump declare an emergency, a national emergency, an invasion, and stop all immigration like he did with COVID, stop all immigration from Muslim countries?
Well, he has done that. But remember the Muslim ban?
Why can't he do that now? They're taking over our country.
He can. I think he actually won that in the Supreme Court. I'm pretty sure he can.
It is the most immediate threat that America is facing, Jay. No other threat can take us over or destroy America within 10 years, but Islam can.
Well, no, you're right. You're right. And Machine X is saying in the LFA TV chat, Jack, what do you think it is? You guys don't like the Chud the Builders. I don't know Chud the Builder. And Jake Langs, though, and that's what we're going to need when the shit hits the fan.
I actually like Chud Builder. I talked to him. He's actually a really cool guy.
I don't know him. Jake Lang, to me, is just going to get himself killed.
I am not a Jake Lang fan. No offense. I don't hate him, but I don't like him either.
They go about it.
Chud the Builder was hilarious. I
don't know him.
He went to jail.
I never even know Chud the Builder. It's my ignorance. Sorry.
He used to, he's just a white guy that used to bait black guys by saying, the N-word everywhere. But he was a funny guy when I talked to him.
But he's going to get him, another guy, though, it's going to get himself killed. But
he's actually in jail right now for he's got $1 million bond because he had assault with a deadly weapon. He was the guy that he did that because ain't nobody gonna mess him. Not only is he big, but he also had protection.
Listen, there's ways to go about this, and I think they got like guys like that. Now he's in jail. What are you gonna do from there? Nothing. Right? There's ways to go about this. Like Jake Lang, you can't do anything if you're in the ground, and that's where you're going to put yourself. And the way he goes about it, it's over the top to a lot of people.
But what's the way to stop this, Jay? If our politicians won't stop it, what can we do?
I just said what to do.
Vote? They're not doing anything.
Yes, it will. Again, you got to look at the big picture.
No. I'm saying the politicians aren't doing anything. They have the power. Trump has the power.
He has certain powers, yes. And
he can stop, at the very least, stop the immigration from the Muslim countries.
We talked about this the other day. I think after the midterms, you might see a totally different Trump. Like, I mean, you might see Trump like on just balls to the wall. Like, I don't care anymore about anything and doing whatever he can.
This is I cannot stress this enough when I say this is an immediate threat. Talk to Amy Meck. This is an immediate threat, Jay. Islam. Everyone that comes over, Jay, they have 20 kids to R1.
Well, we got to throw them out.
We can't. Anyone that's what I'm saying. But the people in power have to do it.
Well, anyone that's not an actual American citizen should be subject to removal. If you don't assimilate, you should be subject to removal.
But we don't have anybody that will remove these people.
Well, certainly not Mark Wayne Mullen.
No. And Jay, the people don't realize how immediate this threat is, but forget about removing the people that are already here. Let's at least stop more from coming over.
I've said 10 years moratorium on immigration.
We need at least 10 years. And if you don't want to do it for all immigration, at least the Muslim countries, at least.
I say do it for everybody. Everybody.
I'm all for doing it for everybody.
Everybody.
But the Muslim countries, at least, Jay, they are taking over. People don't realize how big of a threat. Jay, talk for a second. I want to find something. Talk for a second.
No, the president does have the ability to shut. I mean, literally, I believe the executive authority to shut shut it down. Like, we're not taking anybody. We're not taking anybody. And I think that's what should happen, because there's 70 million people in this country that don't belong here, that are illegal. No. 70 million. Either they overstayed a visa, they crossed illegally, they're a getaway, they're whatever. There's probably 70 million of them. Not 10, not 15, not 25. They've been telling us there's 10 to 15 million people in this country illegally for the past 30 years. It's impossible. Yep. It's impossible.
Yep.
So what are you looking for right now?
I wanted to show everybody just how urgent this is, okay? Take a look at this. This is in the middle of Texas, and they are doing a show of power. The young people. Remember how I said they have 20 kids to every one of our one? And they're taking over our country? This is just one city in Texas, okay? And they're taking over our country. Take a look. And they're fanatical, Jay. Fanatical. These people are not like Americans. Will we fight for America? Yeah, but they will die. They will die for Islam.
Well, I don't know, Jack.
It's scary, man. People don't realize the urgency here, brother.
I do. Certainly do. I just think we can. It's again, I think it's not rocket science. There's a way to stop this. Even if the politicians we have now don't want to do it, there's ways.
None of them will. What do we do?
I think eventually we'll have some that will. If we keep doing what we got to do, we will. They're not that far away. I think they're chomping at the Jack. They're chomping at the bit to try and get in. There's people like you. There's people like me who are chomping at the bit to have a shot. We don't have the money. We don't have the name recognition.
Imagine if you and I got in there, man. Oh God.
Listen, we need more like us in there, more like people that watch our show in there. But you know when you can get involved locally, anybody can. You can get involved locally, and a lot of that stuff. See that crap you're looking at in Michigan, in that town,
Texas.
Guess what happened? Where did it fail first? Locally.
Yep.
So anybody watching this show can go to their local Republican Party and get involved. Yeah. And there's ways to do it. There are people on X that could tell you how to do it. You can go to AI and say, how do I get involved in my Republican Party in such and such town?
Register as a candidate for something. Run for something.
Precinct chair. Just get on the board. Anything.
Run for mayor, city council, run
Anything.
for town alderman, run for something in the GOP party. Even if you're an independent, run for something.
Yeah. Get involved. Show up. Bring some people, like-minded people, to these meetings with you.
School boards. Thank you, Deborah.
Right.
Commissioners,
School boards, all
everything.
that stuff. If you bring people with you, new faces show up. That'll wake these people up.
Mm-hmm.
When they're like, wait, what are these people doing here? Why are they here? Why is there a bunch more people here now? Now they got, and you have every right to listen to everything they say. There's rules, and you need to know the rules. You need to learn the rules, the procedures. But once you learn those procedures, you could use them to your advantage, just like they all do.
And it's funny, Jay, I planned on talking about a lot more things, but this is more urgent right now. Okay, we can talk about more things tomorrow. We've only got a few minutes left, so let's just finish talking about this, because we need people. Please, guys, we need you guys to get involved. We've shown you the videos. These are not fake. These are not other countries. This was America. Cities have already been taken over. Okay, our politicians are failing us. They're not stopping immigration from Muslim countries, Islamic countries, not Muslim, but Islamic. They're not stopping them from Islamic countries, and they're not getting the Islamic people out. Every Islamic man usually has like 5 to 10 wives, usually like 10 children per wife. They are outnumbering us massively. In 10 years, they will literally run America. Once they run the country and are the majority, they will rip up the Constitution. They don't give a shit about America, America's history, or the Constitution. They care about the Quran, and they care about Sharia law. They will implement their own constitution in America. I guarantee you, there will be no more states. It will all be one big country. America will not be America anymore. You guys are making a huge mistake if you do not get involved now. The politicians are not doing anything. Even President Trump is not stopping these people from coming over. We have to do it.
As I said, it starts local. That, like we said, those places, Dearborn, that place you just showed, was that Dearborn again?
No, that was Texas. Austin, Texas.
So that's in Texas. I guarantee you, locally, people just, it happened under their nose, probably.
Oh, no, it did. They all got on. It starts with them moving in, a bunch of them moving in.
Yeah.
Then it starts with them getting elected to city council. Here's one, here's another. But the biggest thing, the main reason all of this is happening, suicidal empathy. That is the reason that all of this is happening.
Yeah. I mean, don't be afraid to speak the truth.
That's the thing.
Don't
Jay,
be afraid to speak the truth. There's a way to do it.
You know how we eradicate this, Jay? Eradicate these people, eradicate this culture that's taking us over? You tell the truth. You speak your mind. That's how you do it. Speak your mind. Because I can tell you that the reason they're taking over, the reason nobody's stopping them, they do not want to seem racist. They don't want to seem Islamophobic. Who gives a fuck? Speak your mind. That is the only way to eradicate these people, because I promise you might think this is some kind of crazy conspiracy theory. I would love for you to visit Dearborn, Michigan. Go visit Austin, Texas. Go visit some of these cities. I would love for you to do it. Come back and tell me if you still think it's a crazy conspiracy theory. The Great Replacement is real.
Just like what happened in New York City with these primaries that just happened. I mean, people that think they're immune to that, they are already there where you live waiting. They might even be in a couple of seats in your town, and you don't even know it right now.
New York is allowing Muslim community patrols in NYPD type cars with police lights. If a white man tried to do that, what do you think they'd do? They'd arrest you for falsely impersonating a police officer, but they're allowing Muslims to do it because of suicidal empathy. Please, guys, speak your mind.
Yeah, and there's a way to do it. You could be respectful about it, but be firm.
You don't have to.
You don't have to, but it goes further. Let me put it that way. Especially, let me put it this way.
Start respectfully.
If you're going to your local party, like Republican Party, they'll throw you the hell out. You understand? So you're not getting anything done.
I'm not saying talk to the Republican Party like that, but I'm talking about the people that don't listen. You try first, be respectful. But if that doesn't work, speak your fucking mind.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, but I'm talking about in a professional setting or in a political setting, you have to certain rules and decorum you have to follow. Even in Congress, it drives me nuts when I see them like questioning like witnesses. I want to scream through the TV and be like, but you can't. They're not allowed to do it, right? They follow procedure. It sucks, but it is what it is. But as I said, once you learn those procedures, you could use them to your advantage, just like the people against you use them.
Hey, guys, just so you know, knowledge, like he just said, knowledge is power. If you know more than your opponent, you are already at a massive advantage. Read the rules, read the ordinances, read everything that's about your local area. Read the ordinances, read the procedures, read the point of orders, read all of that stuff. Learn about your area. Have AI sum it up for you if you don't want to read the whole thing. Learn about your area and get involved and speak your mind. We have got to save this country, and it starts locally.
Or just go to like a few of them and just learn by watching. Just learn, just observe. And then once you get more comfortable, start speaking up. Learn who the people are. Learn who the big hitters are. Learn who the leaders are. Learn who's like-minded. And that's how you start to make a difference and make inroads. That's what I say. That's what there's people on X that I respect who do this stuff. And that's what they say. Just go. And if nothing else, go and learn and just watch and observe. And then from there, it'll work itself out for you.
Absolutely. And like Deborah said, you are never too old to do this, and you're never too young to do this.
If you're over 18.
Do it, okay? You could be 18, you could be 13, even if you're not running for something. If you're 12 or 13, you're really good into politics and you want to make a difference, go to these meetings, speak your mind. But if you're 18, go ahead.
Jack, real quick. I don't know like an official like Republican Party thing that I think you might have to be 18.
No, I am part of the Republican Party here, and at the meetings you can bring whoever the hell you want.
Oh, I mean to speak though.
Yeah, no, you could speak. I mean, it's not in those kind of settings in local Republican Party meetings. It's more informal. They still have the chair and the people that, say, but when they say it's open, public, open speak, anybody can come talk.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But
in order to be part of it, you have to, in order to be like an official, like to run for something, you have to be 18.
Yeah, well, actually, to run for something, you might have to be over 18. Like for president, you have to be 35.
Right.
So
I'm talking about the local.
Yeah. For local things, you want to check. Most of them are 21. Actually, some of them are 18. Yeah, it just depends. There's so many. That's why I said, if you don't want to read everything, get AI to sum up your local ordinances, procedures, and points of order. You can ask Grok to do it. He will sum it up for you in your local town. Guys, the bottom line about all of this, please get involved. We have to stop the Islamic takeover of America. All right, Jay. Real quick, I just want to mention our sponsor, maxassociates.etsy.com, the #1 place for USA Pride gifts and patriotic apparel. You can scan the QR code at the top right or go to maxassociates.etsy.com. Guys, July 4th, right around the corner. It's next Saturday, guys. This coming Saturday. This coming Saturday is July 4th, the 250th anniversary of the United States. Order from Max Associates now. Get 20% off and free shipping anywhere in the United States. You do not want to miss out on this deal. They have absolutely anything you could ever want for USA gifts or patriotic apparel. Get it now. Show your pride. Show what you stand for. Show who you are. maxassociates.etsy.com. Also, guys, make sure you subscribe and follow us. We do this show. We don't ask for any money. We don't ask for donations. We do this show because we want to make a difference. We want to know that we're making a difference. And the way that we know that is if you subscribe and follow us, okay? Our screen name is Secret America TV on every single one of these. X, YouTube, Rumble, Kick, Instagram. Secret America TV, every single one of those. Subscribe, give us a follow. Every subscription helps us. Every subscription helps us a lot. Every follow helps us a lot. We want to know that we're making a difference, and that's how you can show us. Guys, we are live every Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Today's just Monday. We are live the rest of the week, 7 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you do not miss us on X at Secret America TV or on the Live from America TV network, rumble.com/LFA TV. All right, Jay, I think we solved all the problems that we can for one day. So for Jay Gatling, I am Jack Danger. Thank you for watching Secret America.
You've been listening to Secret America.